Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode here of Avengers in Trading. Today is March 25th, 2021. I know it's been a while since I've posted up anything on here, but today we're going to be reviewing Tesla and the electric vehicle market, see what's going on with the bear market. As you know, we've been in a bear market for the past maybe month and a half or so. So let's review, see what's going on, see if we can find some kind of swing setup for the future. We need a temperature check, every week or every few days to see what's going on, to see if you can actually enter in a swing trade. But right now, you see here on Tesla, we're below the SMA line. So you see here, we got rejected right there. We got rejected right there. That's the 4-hour bars, and we're just below the SMA right now. So it's not a good entry to enter in a swing trade right now. So as you can see here, the indicators show downward momentum. Yes, we had a bounce today, so but it doesn't mean that that it's a trend reversal. It might just be a sympathy bounce to continue lower. So right now it just doesn't look good. The only tricky part is, okay, this is hanging down below. This indicator is hanging down below, and this one is above. So I would assume it's going to be more bearish. So this is what I'm going to assume right here. It's going to go up like this, and then it's going to pop down, and we're going to go lower. So let's draw the support and resistance line. So you always need to draw your support and resistance line to understand where it's been bouncing off of. Because sometimes, if you know where it's bouncing off of, you could find a double bottom pattern, or just some kind of channel where it's been bouncing off of. But this is what I see right now. This is the support where it bounced off of. And then this is clearly resistance right here, So resistance is right here. So it hit this and it's getting rejected. So this could be a channel, or what I would want is a double bottom pattern. Is it come down here and then it bounce back up? That's what I would really like, but I don't know. We never could know when it could rebound and start going back into the bull market. But right now, nothing looks ready to go back up yet. Yeah, you can scalp or day trade some of these bounces like today. Today was a nice bounce today on Thursday. So it bounced up right here, on the 1 hour scale. So from 600 all the way to 640, that's a nice little bounce right there. But does it mean that as a trend reversal? Nope, because we're under the SMA line. We're in a reject area right now. So just be careful about that. All right. So let's cover XPEV. We are covering the electric vehicle market here. See what's going on with that. So, with the electric vehicle market, most of it does follow Tesla. So, all of it looks almost exactly the same. So XPEV was a little bit stronger when it did bounce up, but now it's below the SMA line again. So you have to be aware of that, So just draw your SMA lines, or just, make sure you have a nice SMA line that you can use that's reliable for you, and use that as your indicator to hop in or hop out. If it's above the line, then you can hop in, but if it's below, then this is rejection area right here. So just draw your lines right there. It bounced off around this area, and remember, this is an estimated area. It doesn't mean that it's gonna mathematically be like, $26.25 is gonna be bouncing off of. It's just gonna be around that area. So just be aware. If it comes down here, it might be a double bottom and it might bounce. But if it doesn't, then we're gonna be going into really, really bad territory. So you have to be aware of what's going on. And right here, if I have things measured on XPEV, where would so if it broke this line, where else would it be at right here? So I would assume right around this area right here, right around this area. So and that would be, if it ever comes down to around the $23 to $25 area on XPEV, that's a full reset before the bull market. So you really get a chance to start over. There's some of you guys who never got to be in that or came in late into that bull run on the electric vehicle stuff, and this could be your chance to get a do-over if it hits like the $23 to $25 area. So just be aware of that. But right now we're just hanging around this area until Tesla shows us that we're gonna flip back up to a bullish market right now, but I don't see it. Nothing shows that it's gonna be bullish anytime soon. I think honestly what they're doing is they're just gonna chop it around up and down for a while until April. I would assume like maybe mid-April, maybe after taxes or something like that. But we'll see. But we just need to review it every day, or every at least every week, just to see exactly when we're gonna pop back up for a swing. All right, the next one we want to cover is Lee. Just remember, all of these are looking alike right now. It's just a different price range. See, all of it. So this did the same thing as XPEV. It popped up above on the 4-hour, a little bit on the SMA, and now it got rejected again. It's below again. So you just have to be careful about that. And the one day it got totally rejected on the SMA, so it didn't go above at all. 4-hour it did a little bit, got the tip in, and then it just busted right back down. So yeah, we're still bearish territory right now until it shows us otherwise. And just remember, just draw your support and resistance line. If it comes down to here, this will be your area of interest, and you let the people show you if it's going to bounce in that area or not. Okay? So just be aware, $23 right now, it could bounce back down to the $20 area. And that could be a double bottom area. But if not, it could continue breaking down. And if it does continue breaking down, where would it go to? Let's see. Where would it go to here? So right here, right here. So this is the area where it bounced off of right here. So this area, this is where it bounced off of. So yeah, we're not that far away from it, honestly. $18 to $20 area, anywhere between there. $18 to $20 is where it that's where you get a full reset of the whole bull market electric vehicle stuff. So we're not that far away from there, only like $5 left. So just be aware. You can set a buy price maybe if you're a risk taker, around this area, and if it catches, it might bounce on you. But if not, who knows how far down it could go. But right now I think that would be the area. So all right, so let's look at NIO. NIOs are most of our favorite here, and as you can see, same exact pattern, just rejected. So don't get overly excited right now. The only thing you should be getting excited about is we're going to be getting stuff at a discount. We're going to be getting almost a full redo from that bull market. So anybody who ever missed that bull run all the way up to 60 something dollars, you're going to get a chance to do it all over again. So let's draw your lines here. The 4-hour. So this is where it bounced off of right here. This is where it bounced off of right there, right? But if it goes down any lower, this is where before the bull run right here. So this is the bull run that started it all right there. Okay? So anywhere between that range. And if not, I mean, who knows how much further we can go, but yeah, that's the range you're looking for. Anywhere between $29 and $32 is an area of value where your risk is less compared to where you're at right now. So maybe a double bottom pattern, who knows, or it can continue running down. But right now, just not looking good. Yeah. All right. So yeah, nothing but red candles. I mean, we had a nice little bounce today, but it doesn't mean that it's over. It just could be a sympathy bounce before we head back lower next week. All right. So the next one we want to cover is Plug. Do I not have Plug in here? Okay, there we go. All right. So Plug, the same thing. And the thing is, the sell-off on Plug wasn't as strong the past few days, only because they've sold off really hard the past couple of weeks because they had some bad accounting issues. So they already dropped it like the week before. So during that drop, I think it dropped like 9%, but other people were dropping like harder, But still, I mean, this is just like it's just dropping and dropping and dropping. So you see here, look at it. It hit that SMA line and got rejected. But Plug does not look good at all right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back down to like the 25, 28 area, But let's draw the lines here. Let's see where it's been bouncing off of. So, originally it bounced off of this line right here when it dropped, and then now it's breaking down below it. So what other lines can we draw here for possible support if it goes down further? So maybe this area right here before it bounced up. So 28, so 28.50 area, and then maybe down here as well, and 23, 24 area. So those are your different levels right there. If it breaks down, that is where it could bounce off of. You have to draw these lines because you can't assume that exactly where it's gonna bounce off of. But of course, every now and then you'll get lucky, or you'll be fortunate enough to have the right guess. But right now it's just bearish. As long as we're below the SMA line, guys, we need things to really flatten out and show us like some kind of support for a while. Can't keep on bouncing down like this. It's just like pretty brutal, So everything's below right now. Like Plug is just looking bad. Let's look at Workhorse. Workhorse, out of all these, I think Workhorse and Ride are the worst ones out of all of this because, Workhorse did not get that contract, so they got dropped the worst, So let's draw a line of support here. So as you see here, it's been bouncing off this area because of that crash, because they did not get that contract. And look, we're back here again. So how much more of a drop can we really like handle right now? This is pretty rough, guys. This is pretty rough. So let's see, where else could it go? Oh my gosh, this is not looking good at all. This might be an area right here, and then if not, it's free fall. If that does not hold, if that area doesn't hold right there, then it's gonna be a free fall all the way down to $4. But I don't think so. I think it could, if it did drop any worse, it would get down to the 10.5 area and people will scoop it right back up, And all it does is need some kind of news, and this thing will fly back up to like around $19, $20 minimal, So you already know, you already seen Workhorse whenever they get some kind of rumor or news that people are anticipating, that this thing could fly right back up. So just be aware that this thing could drop down to the $10, $11 area, and people are probably going to scoop it up because that's like extra cheap right there, And if it breaks this level, this thing's going to free fall because there's no support until like $4 or $5 area, which means, that's during that time of the whole market crash, which I doubt is going to happen again, But at least it's hanging around this area right now. You're just going to have to continuously watch it. It could break down a little bit further to around 10.5. So you can set a buy around that area, and hopefully it would bounce for you. But if not, then you can just set a small buy, and if it doesn't hold, you can get out of your position, But if it does hold, you can add more to your position. But right now it just doesn't look good. Okay. Next one is Helion. All right. Helion is, out of Workhorse and Ride and Helion, they all look ultra bad right now. Look at this. I mean, it's just been dropping and dropping and dropping. So where's the support at? Is there any? Jesus. Yeah, this thing has no support until the $10 area right here. So it's pretty much going down to the area where, when it was a SPAC level. So guys, people are probably going to scoop it up unless you guys just really hate this one that badly. It's just been ugly. So look at it. It's really getting close to it actually hit 1065 today. You know, so who knows? I mean, that is the SPAC area right there. That's the SPAC price. That's looking horrible, guys. Jeez, who's gonna scoop this up? Who's gonna really view this as a bargain right now? But look at all the indicators right here. Negative. Okay, we're in the extra bearish territory. Is negative here. You know, is negative here. But is this an area of accumulation? Most definitely. I think if you can get it back down to like that 1065 area again, I would scoop up at least a small position or something, because yeah, you got nowhere else to go but hopefully up, right? But yeah, bearish. You know, right here we crossed below. We've been below, you know. Everything's below. Everything's below the invisible zero line, so it's like bearish. But yeah, Helion, if you want to snatch it up and hopefully it would bounce around this area, then you know, have at it if you want. Okay, Fisker, they already had their big run. Now they've just been selling off. So I won't even touch this right now until it comes back down to where it was, right around this area right here. This area right there, okay? That's where I would be interested again, around $14, $15 area. If it comes back down to $14, $15 area, where it was like a lot of support, you know, there's plenty of support around this area. Look at it right there. That's where I would be interested again. But right now, I just don't see any other way. So $14.5, $15. You can set a buy around there, and I'm pretty sure, or you know, or it seems like that's where they would bounce it off of. That's where the support would be. Okay. All right. Ride. Look at it, $12.30. So they had some really bad news about like possible like faking their numbers or faking their orders or whatever like that, their pre-orders. So, and look at it, it's just been dropping and dropping. I would not be surprised if they bring it back down to SPAC level, just like Helion, you know. So original bounce area was right here. So this area it bounced off of, you know. But look at it, it's below that area now. So where else could support be? Support would be right here where it bounced, right here, like right there. That's where it bounced, like bam, like that, right? So yeah, sure enough, look at it, we're getting close to that 10.5 area. So around 10.5, $11 is you know, where you could scoop it up at. But look at it, they scooped it up today at 10.89. So that lets you know that could be an area where they could be accumulating right there because it's so cheap, you know. But yeah, I mean, Ride, Workhorse, Helion, all of those look extra bad compared to the other electric vehicles, you know. But anyways, if you guys have any questions or you guys want me to review anything, just, you know, leave a comment and like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing, because I have all these indicators for you. You can learn how to read these. You know, all this is bearish right here. You know, it's below. It's all below the area. You know, it's all below. It's been bearish. You know, you want bullish. This is bullish right here when you're above. When you pop above right here, this is where you should enter in a swing trade on a 4-hour or 1 day. You know, if 4-hour and 1 day are both above like this, it's go time. So that's when you know that you can enter in a long. You know, that you know, where your risk to reward is like the best. So yeah, enter it in when it's above like this, and it should be go time. And yeah, and it's above the SMA right here, above the SMA line, and it rides up. But right now we're all below. Look at that, it's just been riding down. Anyways, guys, I will catch you guys next time. See ya.